Oh, hello! Welcome back to my channel and to another Goth Reacts video. It's been a while since I've done a reaction video, so I thought it was high time to raise this series from the dead. Today's video was sent in by one of my followers on TikTok, so thank you very much, Jess. Today's video is called It Hurts to be Judged for Being Goth. True. This is by Storybooth and it has over 400,000 views. Well, that's a first. We have a viewer discretion is advised warning before I can even watch the video. It says the following content may contain suicide or self-harm topics. Appreciate the trigger warning.
Personally, I like punk and goth. I think like punk bands and the goth bands are so cool. I love the style. But I actually come with a bit of backlash. I go to a UK secondary school and oh my god, I tell you, the bullying is so...
Oh, that's such a shame. I feel like the UK is known for being more accepting of goth and alternative people though. I guess high school kids are just shitty no matter what country you're from.
Goddamn bad. Some people, they say like jokes about self-harm or like, oh, do you like cut yourself? Are you depressed? Are you suicidal? Like, oh, you probably slit your wrist and everything. Like, it's got to the point where I'm literally like crying myself to sleep at night because it's horrible. Luckily, my teacher picked up on it and I have to go to a meeting with the teacher and with my parents and they're gonna try sort it out. Like, school is meant to, like, the place where you feel safe, but it's...
Well, yeah, you're supposed to feel safe at school, but I feel like that's hardly the case.
Not really. It's not just school, it's in public as well. Like, I've had people spit at me in public, like old people.
Excuse me? Like, actually spit at you?
Wave crosses around.
Holy shit.
And I'm only 13, so, like, I don't think people should be saying that to a 13-year-old.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't.
I get it, like, children, they'll stare at you, and they'll be like, oh, mummy, why are they dressed like that? Oh my god, like,
that's normal for kids,
I don't care about
though.
Little kids. But when it's a grown adult who don't accept you for who you are, I think it's absolutely bang out of order.
True.
Like, I had one woman in public the other day. I was literally just gonna go buy a drink from the shop. And she was standing outside the shop. She had her 2 children with her. They looked about 5 or 6. And the mum, she just like looked at me up and down. And I was like, okay, just gonna go walk by. She followed me and she was like, excuse me, why are you wearing ripped tights? What's the point of wearing ripped tights? And that thing
Who follows someone to ask them that? What the hell?
around your neck, why are you wearing a literal cross around your neck? And I was like, because like I like it. I don't care what you think of me. Just let me be myself. I don't care about your opinion. I don't care about your children. I don't care what you say.
Don't care about your children.
Leave me alone. So she continued to follow me right up to my parents' car. And my mum, she opened the car and she was like, why are you following my daughter around?
Good for her
You
mom.
are a grown woman. You should not be doing this. You understand. Imagine making fun of a child. You're a grown-ass woman. And she walked off with her children. Children was like, Mum, let's just go. If you're feeling down about the way you dress or how you look like, just remember that I don't care what you look like, what you sound like, what colour your hair is. Be yourself and be unique. As long as you have a good personality and a good mind, then you will get places.
True. Oh, well, that was a nice message. Holy shit. I can relate to a lot of that where I have been catcalled in public, I've been honked at in public, I've been followed, which is insane. But like she said in the video, I can't understand how grown adults are doing this shit and thinking it's okay. Especially to a child. Like, she's a literal child. She's 13 years old. Ugh, it drives me nuts. I think the problem is a lot of grown adults are still in this high school mindset where they think it's okay to bully someone or follow them to their car just because they don't like how they look. If you don't like how someone looks, that's totally fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. However, it does not give you the right to touch someone, follow them, or to go up to them and tell them to their face, I don't like how you look, what's wrong with you, you look like you harm yourself. It really just does boggle my mind that these are functioning adults in society. And I was surprised to hear that it's in the UK, because that's something I experienced here in the US. But it just makes me sad to hear stories like this because it's so common and it really shouldn't be. I wish there was some kind of a solution that I could give to magically fix this problem, but there isn't one. Usually the people who think this way, act this way, they've been conditioned to see people like me as a threat, as someone who is bad or evil. I think what it really boils down to is that the people doing these things, they just don't understand anything that is different or out of the norm, so they're afraid of it. And unfortunately, that includes people like me. It's scary to go out by yourself, especially, and even just go grocery shopping, do errands, go out to bars or events or concerts even. Thankfully, in my experience, it's been like this story where people have only ever said something to me instead of trying to hurt me physically just because of how I look. But for some people, that's been the case. And it really sucks that we have to worry about our physical safety along with everything else that's going on in the world right now just because we're expressing ourselves through how we look. I know this is probably just high school kids being shitty, but I really don't understand why anyone thinks that making jokes about suicide or self-harm is funny. That's something else that I've experienced a lot, mostly when I was live streaming. I used to live stream on an app called Pacocha, and I've done live streaming on Instagram and TikTok as well, and that's usually one of the things that people who don't follow me will say when they pop into my live stream chat and say, oh, you look like you cut yourself, or you look like you're suicidal. It just disgusts and saddens me that there are human beings out there that think that is a funny or witty or smart thing to say to another human being. I don't have words for what I think about those kinds of people. Well, I do. I just don't want to say them and get demonetized. But please, please take care of yourselves. And if you're experiencing anything like this at your school, if you're being bullied, please tell someone. It is not okay. It is not acceptable for anyone to speak to you like that. Please do not let them get away with it. Tell your parents, tell your guardians, tell your teachers, your principals. I think you can even escalate it to the police in certain situations. But please be safe and take care of yourselves. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.